we have analyzed your political life, two things stand out. First one, your greatest contribution, according to our judgment, is conflict resolution in Southern Sudan, leading ultimately to the independence of Southern Sudan. Why focus on peace?
When I was given that assignment in 1993 or thereabouts to work with my colleagues in the region, we call it the IGAD region, the Intergovernmental Authority on Development. In fact, it used to be Intergovernmental Authority on Drought and Development, bringing together countries of the region, Kenya, Uganda, Djibouti, Somalia, Sudan, and Eritrea. Our mission was to try and help the situation in the south of Sudan. And we tried, really armed with this belief in the sacrosanct nature of human life and the need to preserve life. We were told 2 million people had died in that conflict. And we knew the task before us was enormous. The challenge, none of us was in any doubt. And therefore we went into it with gusto, trying to save lives. And I'm happy that over the years, it took us 10 years. From 1993, there was a break when we say these are the issues, the relationship between state and religion, the right to self-determination, and the problem of marginalization. Those are three issues. When it came to the problem of marginalization, that is still the problem in Darfur, if you've been following what has been happening in the larger Sudan. But the issue of self-determination, which is another fundamental human right, we determined that this is exercisable through a referendum. That's the only way you can choose how to proceed, like we chose through a referendum, our new constitution. The people of South Sudan then chose through this referendum. You are the future of this nation. And as the Vice President, I want to encourage you to take hold of every moment that the good Lord presents before you. Our God, remember again, the words of the Desiderata say, therefore be at peace with God, whoever you conceive him to be. For whether or not it is clear to you, the universe is actually unfolding as it should. I found those words very powerful. Therefore, please be humble. You are some of the best in our country. But don't allow that to get into your head. Remember, there may be others who are not beneficiaries of this generosity by Equity Bank, but who are equally Kenyans like you and me, and who have a right to be in this country. Therefore, I want to urge that you do not lose any moment. Grab out of this opportunity, get to know each other, love your country with all your heart. In fact, internalize the words of our national anthem. I've seen in certain parts, like the Southern Sudanese, as they sing the national anthem, they place their hand where their heart is. I think Kenyans have become impersonal when it comes to the love of our country. We are a very open society, and I'm very happy about this. We have made tremendous steps, and some of us have done whatever it takes to make this country a democratic state. But a democratic state with space for each one of us. Those of us who are poor and whom we must lift, please, I want to challenge you to commit yourselves to fight poverty. You are beneficiaries of the goodwill of a Kenyan corporation. Determine that during your time, you will also help a fellow Kenyan without asking for anything in return. You will have earned your place in history. Even God Almighty will be pleased with you, because the others will take these things for granted. A true leader has to believe in servant leadership. I say, I am nothing. Consider others better than yourself. And therefore, you have heard me talk about servant leadership. A servant leader, to me, is the best type of leader, that you would want to go and help a fellow Kenyan in need without considering the price.